Hey everybody, this is my 20-gallon open-topped angelfish tank, and I just wanted to point out a couple of things. Yesterday I shot a video where I was talking about being in there and doing a water change, and there was some sort of slimy material all over the glass, and I'm not sure what it was. I did consider the possibility that it could have simply been snail slime, since I do have a very large mystery snail in this tank. It crawls around on the glass all the time. I've never noticed it before, but I don't know what other source of slime I might have in the tank. So we thought about the possibility of the mystery snail. The other thing I wanted to point out was, while we can see it, I wanted to have a look at my Farlowella Catfish. This is a fish that doesn't make very many appearances. Very, very seldom do I actually see it swim in the tank, although I have seen it swim. Usually if it moves around, it does that. It sort of shuffles. If it's on the bottom of the tank, it almost crawls along the bottom, sort of wriggles around on the substrate, but every now and again it will sort of lift itself up and swim through the water in a very sort of rough and ready kind of way. It doesn't really look like a fish that was built for swimming. So while it was out, I wanted to get a look at it, but the main thing I wanted to talk about was, I just noticed from the other room this little patch of white goo right there. So I came in to see what it was, and that does indeed look like some sort of snail slime. I don't know if it's eggs. Doesn't look like eggs, but it does have a couple little white specks in there, so I don't know. I've also got a little bit of stuff on the rock right there. I don't know if that's the same material or not. It doesn't look exactly the same, but it looks similar, and it is also right above where my snail is lying on its back. It looks like it just fell over, and if you look closely at it, you can see some slime sort of trailing and hanging off of the snail's foot, even though it's got its little trap door closed. You can still see it in there. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I don't know why the snail is producing so much slime. I don't know how long snails normally live. That one's a few years old now. It's the oldest snail I've ever had. So I don't know. Maybe it's just getting old and dying. I have no idea why it's producing so much slime all of a sudden. But I'm going to chalk up that weird stuff that I got off the glass yesterday. I'm going to chalk it up to that. I don't know what other source I could have in the tank. You know, again, I even said it felt exactly like snail slime. I just never experienced that before, so now we're actually seeing it, so that must be what it was. Again, no idea why that is, but I think that's what it was. And I will leave you with the final look at my guppies, because I really love the way the guppies swim around right on the surface of the water, and with these beautiful vibrant colors, they look amazing underneath this light, especially when we get some of that water sprite out of here. It's always a double-edged sword for me. I do love the water sprite. I really enjoy it when it gets full and lush and starts growing up and out of the tank, and you can see it hanging over the sides of the tank and everything, but at the same time, it really just blocks so much light into this tank, and I do have some really pretty fish in here, not least of which are all these guppies. So there you go, everybody. Just a look at some slime in my fish tank, and the briefest of glances at my Farlowella or Whiptail Catfish. They also go by the common name of twig catfish for fairly obvious reasons. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you real soon on the next one.